Education concerns everyone: teachers, parents, administrators, learners, and increasingly businesses. The interest and logics of each of these constituencies can be very different. The chapters in this book have as a unifying theme the way in which the logics of private actors have come to both blur the lines between the public and private sectors and influence objectives and decision-making about the purposes of education. Until relatively recently, businesses were involved in education mainly as subcontractors for elements of educational provision: buildings, furniture, books, tests. Over the past few decades, however, business has been more and more interested in expanding the market opportunities in education, notably by operating whole institutions and by expanding the range of activities. Our authors explain how private actors have expanded their reach in a number of ways. For example, by gaining policy influence in Brazil. For example, by contributing to a narrative of failure of public education and lack of choice for parents in types of schools available in the United States. For example, by obtaining permission and subsidies to operate whole institutions or chains of institutions with public funding in Buenos Aires, and for-profit institutions in Hyderabad, India. For example, by working to change the nature of teaching in favor of standardized tools that can bypass or minimize the roles of teachers and enhance profitability. These are large technology companies that are very interested in this. For example, by altering curriculum to favor measurable skills through the use of standardized testing in the United States again. And, for example, moving into new markets such as disaster zones, Syrian refugees in the countries around Syria, such as pockets of poverty in Buenos Aires or Bangladesh, or such as specific communities, such as gated communities in China, or high-tech hubs in Hyderabad, India again. The chapters in this book present new research on these questions by scholars who have worked on them for some time. They illustrate how marketization has blurred the lines between the public and private sectors' logics and discourses to make business seem like an attractive option for educational delivery. Each example highlights potential advantages and real unfavorable side effects at the grassroots level. We end with a look at how human rights is the best lens through which to assess market-based reforms, keeping in mind that all education has a lifelong impact on learners, and all learners have the right to a quality education.